Well, there's the scene in what was the student section at the Joyce Center at Notre Dame University. As you can see, it looks a little bit like an Irish wake. And that's maybe what it feels like here, too, after the University of Louisville has won an overtime game in South Bend. It's the first time Louisville's won here since 1994. They prevail tonight by the score of 82-78. And, of course, 2 overtimes. These two teams have now played 14 overtimes periods in their last 15 meetings. It's a huge win for Louisville, and you can't really spin it any other way. It was big to break through here. This is a Notre Dame team that's hurting. They lost back-to-back games, but it was a Notre Dame team that was also desperate and wanted badly to win this game and needed badly to win this game. And in the end, could not prevail because Louisville was the more experienced team, and that's exactly what put them over the top. When Louisville last won here in 1994, it was a freshman from Ballard High School who came through in overtime to lead Louisville to the win. DeJuan Wheat got the job done. This time, it's a senior from Ballard High School. Quentin Snyder, 7 points in overtime, 23 in the game. He was huge, especially late in the game and in the overtime periods. Played his best basketball. And then Ray Spalding, just as big, 22 points. He was dominant at points during the game. And Louisville's experience, when they needed it most, carried them in this game.
Yeah, in the second half, our experience really helped us. Our experienced guys made big plays. I thought Jordan Warr got us back in the game in the first half. He obviously didn't score great. He had 6 points, but he was active on defense and really did some good things to get us back in the game and got us some momentum. But there in the second half and overtimes, we just really relied on our experienced guys to make big plays. They did. They executed when they needed to, and we got a couple crucial stops there in the second overtime and got the rebound, and that's why we were able to win the game.
After all the turmoil, the one thing they have is really good players coming back. Like, they had experience of guys who won together coming back. And I think they've really the old guys are kind of running that team, and they have been, is that 3 in a row for them? They have been playing really well. And again, they made all the big plays tonight. I'm really impressed with how Spalding has improved. He has made himself a heck of a player. And then Snyder's just one of those senior point guards who just makes all the right plays at the right time.
It's a little bit of a strange game for me because I sat directly behind Digger Phelps. I couldn't take too many pictures because I had Digger's head in front of me. So basically all I could do was take pictures of Digger's head. There was excited Digger when the game started, and then Digger was kind of impressed with Louisville a couple times on a Ray Spalding move and on a Ryan McMahon three-pointer. He reached over to the next guy next to him and slapped him on the back. And then, by the time the end of the first overtime rolled around, it was impatient Digger. He was ready to get out, which he finally did a little bit before the end of the time elapsed after Louisville had taken a lead and control of the game. This was big for Louisville in a lot of different ways, and it really shows that this team has been playing better and gaining confidence over the last 3 games, and Coach David Padgett talked about that.
Getting over that initial hump with the Florida State win was big. It kind of gave us the confidence to know that we could win a game like that, and then we were able to build on it at home against Virginia Tech, and obviously tonight. But just taking it one play at a time, whether we're up 10 or down 10, just treating it one possession at a time, and coming out of every timeout, we just have a thing we say, let's try to get 3 stops in a row. If we can get 3 stops in a row, we have a chance to either get back in the game or take the lead. So it's just kind of been how we've approached it. Basketball's a game of runs, especially against this team in this building, and they made a run. We had to make our run, and eventually we just were able to make more at the end.
All right, next for Louisville, they return home. They play Boston College on Sunday, and they've got a chance to get even more momentum going back to the KFC Yum Center. Need to get Dang Adele back on track. He didn't have his best game, but they got help. They got help from Jordan Nora off the bench. He comes back in after really not showing up in the last several games at all, not even getting any minutes. So it's good to see him getting back out there. Darius Perry played a key role. Louisville's got some momentum, and they look like a more experienced, tougher team. As Mike Bray said, they've got older guys. They might be starting to take advantage of them. From the Joyce Center at Notre Dame, where Louisville comes up with a big ACC victory, I'm Eric Crawford for WDRB Sports. I've got a column at WDRB.com. You can check on Facebook for what few pictures I have. Thanks for watching.